So I made $4,000 just trading SPY today. There were two trades, actually three trades that I took. One was Amazon and two was SPY. The Amazon one was just like a normal trade, 5%. I took a 5% loss. That was the first trade. We won't talk about that. We'll talk about the two trades that I took that made me $4,000 on the day. The first one brought in 2,800, and the second one was $1,200 only. But let's talk about it. All right. So this was the first trade that I was watching at 10:46. I said watching SPY bounce somewhere around this area. By the way, this is on my free Discord. I run a free Discord. If you want to join, check the link in the description box below. I don't charge money for Discord. I just don't need your money. I got plenty. I hope this helps. Anyway, so the first entry was around 10:45ish. So that would be after this candle somewhere here. Now, why this area? So I was watching this area from like last few days. I actually had this area drawn out on my chart from last few days. This area actually came from even in the pre-market this morning. We rejected off that area, and if you go back yesterday pre-market, quite a lot happening there. You see this? Quite a lot happening around this. We rejected, actually broke out with a lot of volume, and then bounced off in this area, then broke below, kept retesting. Quite a strong area. Even before that, quite a lot happening in around those areas, and even before that, there was quite a lot happening around this area. So now I was like, okay, every time in the past we have broken out of this area, and then we have retested, it has bounced initially, right? Like, look at this, it broke out, then bounced initially, right? So this was my main thing that I was watching. I was like, okay, history repeats itself. That's what technical analysis is all about. History just simply repeats itself. And I was just like, I had a thing in my head, as soon as this level breaks, I'm watching it. As soon as this level breaks, I am going into calls. This level broke. As soon as the level breaks and then retest, I'm going into the calls. I didn't want to take a breakout because there's so many times that this breakout failed as well. So I wanted to take a retest, the first retest. This level broke. Wherever we went, doesn't matter, I don't care. But when it came down to retest, that's why I was like watching SPY bounce somewhere around these areas. I got in here. Now the premiums were the cheapest when I bought it on the red candle. So this is why I always say buy calls on a red candle, buy puts on a green candle. That's when the volatility, that's when, if you understand how options are priced, that's when the options are the cheapest. All right. So I got in here. I got in a few contracts. We bounced, and we went to hit my next level, which I was watching, which I had a level of, and I said it as well. I think we can tap this area. This was my message that I sent. I think we can tap 385.8. So I entered here. I'm like, okay, let me wait. Got out like half of my position on 385 when we made the new highs, and then we went to actually tap the 385.8. So this trade brought in $2,800. Now of course I had a risk of maybe $1,000, and I made 2,800. So according to the risk to reward, it was a beautiful trade. And because my risk was like this, if I have to draw a risk to reward, my risk would have been somewhere like this. That was the initial risk that I was taking. I'm like, okay, if I'm risking $1,000, I want to have the best reward possible, because I had a profit target of 385 only. So I was risking like 40 cents to make 80 cents. That was initially. And then when we actually broke out, then I sold my half position and brought the stop loss of the half to the break even. So basically I took my loss, everything that I could lose off, and I took it to the next level, which I was watching, and I managed my trade very well. So it's all about trade management. It's less about how you trade, what strategy you trade, but it's all about like, what do you do when you're in a trade to the moment your trade goes to your next target. That's all about, that's it, that's the trading. All right. But anyway, now I was watching this level. I got out here. I made like $2,800 on this, and It was a beautiful trade. It was such a nicely executed trade, and this was the profit made from this trade, $2,100. But when we came down to retest this, I didn't want to take a trade. I was like, I watched the level 2. It said there were a lot of buyers sitting around 385, but I missed it. I missed the entry here. Then we went and tapped the 385.8 area again, and then we were coming down again to tap the 385 again. So now I was watching the 385, and I saw on the level 2 there was still a lot of buyers still sitting there. I got in like very small size, probably had a risk of $300 or something, maybe not even, and it bounced really hard. It went to the 385.8 level again, and I got out. So this is the whole game of trading. You analyze one thing, you analyze one move that can happen, right? You took the trade, now you already know this is moving. You don't have to go out there and find a new name to trade. You already know this is working, you trade that. You trade it over and over again. You know why it's moving. I knew why it has a high chances of bouncing. The high chances of bouncing was this level, this area was very strong. And when we broke out of this area, the buyers are in control. Buyers have full control over it, and especially when the volume says we are very strong, there's a lot of green candle, big volume on the green candles. So if the volume is telling me it's strong, especially in the midday, and it's Friday, there's some gamma squeeze happening, I was very bullish about it. And yes, I sold here, then I got in here again, called, and I sold here, and I'm like, you know what, Friday, it's like nearly 12 o'clock, 11:30, I'm walking away, I'm done for the day, and I was done. Yes, of course I missed a little bit of move here, but I preserved my mental capital of this chop as well. Now I didn't want to stay here, I have other stuff to do as well, so I didn't, that's okay. You can't catch everything. This is one hard reality of trading you have to understand. You cannot catch every single move. There will be some moves which you'll have to miss, otherwise you're gonna burn out overall, right? So Friday, max Friday, I trade till 12, and after that it's just not worth it for me, and I walked away. And it was a beautiful day. We made close to $4,054, so not bad. I hope you are enjoying this series of me doing a review of my trades every single day. If you are, make sure you throw it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you're first time watching this video. If you don't know who I am, my name is Somesh, and I run a free Discord, K Capitals. You can check out on my Instagram. I did a live login a couple months ago for my account, and I was up 1.6 million for the year, last year. And I'm doing another live login maybe in a day or two over this weekend, I think. But you can check out my Instagram. I don't have any courses that I can sell you. I just run a mastermind every few months to train like small number of people. That's all I do. I hope you find this video helpful. If you do, throw the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video. All right.